as well.
And that's how we wrap up the morning news on 3FM 92.7. For more stories and updates, please check out our website at 3news.com. My name is Chrystal Trevison. Business is up next. Hello, good morning and welcome to the business news on Sunrise. Coming up this morning, farmers' concern remains farm input costs, not geopolitical complexities, says Edward Caraway.
If fertilizer prices go up, certainly that will be the concern of the farmer. If the fertilizer does not come on time, and if there's general cost of inputs going up, that is what farmers will complain about.
Also in this bulletin, Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies projects up to 10% drop in fuel prices for upcoming pricing window despite fresh U.S.-Iran complications.
We need to wait till Friday to be able to understand where we are going. But let me say that if things were going the way it was, we should have expected between 5 to 10% reduction in fuel prices.
Plus, Africa's Center for Energy Policy warns fragmented government coordination threatens Ghana's renewable energy targets.
We have institutions who are not even aware that they have roles to play in all these national energy transition policies, especially those at the local government level.
I am Chrystal Success Trevor. We'll bring you details of our headline stories. Don't go away. The primary concern for farmers continues to be the tangible cost and timely arrival of farm inputs rather than the complex geopolitical mechanics driving global market changes. Speaking on Business Focus, the Director of Policy and Advocacy at the Legal and Entrepreneurship Support Hub, Edward Caraway Esquire, explained that while global events such as tensions in the Middle East ultimately affect local agriculture, farmers are fundamentally focused on the end results. According to him, whether input costs rise due to international conflicts or other contributing factors, any increase in fertilizer prices, delayed arrivals, or overall hikes in input costs will inevitably trigger widespread complaints within the farming community.
What is happening in Middle East, the end effect is what we are feeling. Technicalities, the complexities of global market systems and so on, certainly is not much of importance to the farmer than the end result. Whatever happens there, at the end of the day, we get it. So what we are experiencing today, if fertilizer prices go up, certainly that will be the concern of the farmer. If the fertilizer does not come on time, and if there's general cost of inputs going up, whether it is as a result of the Middle East or for whatever factors, that is what farmers will complain about.
That was the Director of Policy and Advocacy at the Legal and Entrepreneurship Support Hub, Edward Karawe Esquire. The Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies, COMAC, is projecting a reduction in fuel prices at local pumps starting July 1, 2026. Speaking on Business Focus, COMAC Chief Executive Officer Dr. Trevison Opong, international oil pricing trends prior to recent geopolitical friction had strongly pointed toward a 5% to 10% reduction in local fuel prices. However, Dr. Opong noted that final pricing remains subject to market volatility after Iran publicly pushed back against recent statements by the U.S., complicating the status of their memorandum of understanding.
Iran, that has come to say that they're not happy with what Trump has said on the social media, so there's no deal. Regardless of that, we should still expect fuel prices to come down, looking at the trend at which the prices went. And I've said it many times and time and again that we operate on an average within pricing window, which is yet to end. I think we have 5 working days to the end of the pricing window, by which we're going to announce the selling window from the 1st of July. So it will be very premature to tell you at what extent should we expect the price to go.
You just heard there COMAC's CEO, Dr. Trevison Opong. The Africa Center for Energy Policy, ACEP, has warned that Ghana risks missing its renewable energy target unless government agencies and stakeholders coordinate their efforts more effectively. Despite a range of policies designed to accelerate the country's transition to cleaner energy, concerns remain over slow implementation and fragmented institutional efforts.
Ghana is targeting a 10% renewable energy share in its electricity generation mix by 2030 as part of efforts to diversify its energy sources, strengthen energy security, and reduce carbon emissions. Speaking at a forum on driving Ghana's green future, policy lead for minerals and mining policy at the Africa Center for Energy Policy, ACEP, Mabel Akwe, said stronger collaboration among state institutions, regulators, and industry players would be critical if the country is to achieve its clean energy ambitions.
We have institutions who are not even aware that they have roles to play in all these national energy transition policies, especially those at the local government level. That's why today you see people from the MMDAs, the municipalities, coming here so that they will understand and also appreciate energy. So that when we talk about energy transition, they will not see it as a Ministry of Energy thing.
Meanwhile, the Deputy Director for Nuclear and Alternative Energy at the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition, Dr. Robert Sogbaji, said government remained committed to meeting its renewable energy goals.
A new trade pact between Ghana and the United States Virgin Islands could pave the way for Ghanaian businesses to tap into the vast American market, despite virtually no trade currently taking place between the two economies. Ghana's trade with the United States exceeded $2.1 billion in 2024, making America one of the country's key trading partners. By contrast, trade with the U.S. Virgin Islands is negligible and does not feature among Ghana's major export destinations.
The newly signed Memorandum of Understanding is aimed at changing that. Although the U.S. Virgin Islands has a population of just over 80,000 people, its strategic importance lies in its status as a U.S. territory and its ambition to serve as a commercial bridge between Africa and the United States. Analysts say the partnership could create new opportunities for Ghanaian exporters, particularly small and medium-sized enterprises, by opening another route into the world's largest consumer market. Speaking at the signing ceremony, Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Enterprises Agency, Margaret Ansay, said Ghana intends to leverage the partnership to boost trade and create new opportunities for local businesses.
Even though they are in the U.S. jurisdiction, their taxes are different from entering into the U.S. directly, as they said. If you are able to establish a company on their soil, at least having at least 10 employees, What it means is that you have access to the Caribbean, you have access to the U.S. market, but they can reduce the taxes about 90%.
Chief Executive Officer of the U.S. Virgin Islands Economic Development Authority, Wayne Biggs Jr., said the territory is also looking to benefit from Ghana's strengths in sectors including construction and manufacturing.
We have the potential to open markets in reference to the U.S. for a variety of different areas. We're looking at particularly entities that do manufacturing and assembly, people that are in the renewable energy areas, people that are in the clothing areas, and then also professional services. So we're not only signing MOUs with GA, we're also looking at the Ministry of Labor, the Ministry of Education for a variety of other labor-type issues that we need.
We'll now take a look at how the city is faring against major trading currencies and how some of key commodities are also faring on the global market.
On the interbank foreign exchange market, the dollar is selling at 11 cedis 20 pesos. It gained 8 pesos. The British pound is selling at 14 cedis 84 pesos. It gained 1 peso. The euro is selling at 12 cedis 80 pesos. It also lost 6 pesos. However, be guided that these figures could be higher at a Forex Bureau. On the global commodities market, Brent crude is trading at $78.10 per barrel. Gold is trading at $4,190, 69 cents per ounce, up by $34.98. Cocoa is trading at $4,621 per ton, up by $384.
Well, that'll be all for the business news on Sunrise. For more business stories, please check out our website, 3news.com. I am Chrystal Trevison. Thanks for listening. The rest of the Sunrise team are on standby.